Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Tuesday, January 26, 2010. Hope you all are having a great day, great trading times and all that sort of stuff. Got a lot of stuff to cover today, so I'm just going to get right into it. First of all, if this is your first time watching this video, you're going to want to click on the link right above it that says if this is your first time visiting this blog, click this first. Click that link. It's going to give you the rules to the Cowabunga system. You're going to want to read that, learn it, digest it a little bit, and then come back once you have a good understanding of it. And these videos will make a lot more sense, because otherwise you're probably going to be lost and confused and probably just going to waste your time. So that's my little disclosure, little warning if that's your first time here. But for all you regulars that are out there, just welcome you back and glad that you're sticking with us. And I'm hoping these videos are helping you out a lot. And if not, maybe you can just shoot me a little comment or something. I'm always open for constructive criticism. So, that's that. But let's just get right into it. Of course, I have my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart open. I'm going to look at my 4-hour chart first. Take a look at what it looks like before midnight. And you can see my most recent trend change candle was for an uptrend. So at the start of my day, I was only looking for long trades. Now, today we did have quite a bit of action. So if I move forward, you can see that 3 a.m. candle actually made a new trend change candle. RSI was below 50, stochastics trending down. So that is a valid trend change candle. Now, this candle doesn't close until 7 a.m., meaning that the trend doesn't actually change from up to down until 7 a.m. There's no use in determining a trend change candle until it actually closes, because if not, you're not getting the whole story. I mean, for all we know, it could open and then look like it's about to drop, but then at the close of it, it could shoot right back up. A lot can happen in 4 hours, so just keep that in mind, that you want to wait till the close of the candle to determine whether or not you have a valid trend change. And in this case, we did. So at the close of this candle, that's when the trend changed, and this closes at 7 a.m. So up till 7 a.m. I was looking for long trades. After 7 a.m. now I'm looking for short trades. And since then the trend has not changed again, so the trend remained down the rest of the day. Alright, so once again, just to recap, the trend was up from midnight to 7 a.m. After 7 a.m. The trend switched from up to down, and then we only looked for short trades. So that's how you determine the trend. Again, not too difficult. It does get a little hairy though when the trend changes in the middle of our session. So now I got my 15-minute chart open, and this is where we're actually going to make entries. But before I start, I want to take a look at my news events for the day. And you can just go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab. It's going to pull up the news events for the day. Just make sure this time zone drop-down bar is set to your correct time zone. That way you write down the correct times, because otherwise that wouldn't be any use to you. So we're really looking just for news that affects the sterling or the dollar, because that is the currency pair that we're trading. So if we look down at 4:30, which is a normal time for UK news, you can see that we did have a few news events coming out, mainly the GDP. If you scroll down at 9 a.m., we had a few of the reports for the dollar. You can see S&P, Case-Shiller Composite, etc., etc. And then finally at 10, we had the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for the U.S., as well as the Consumer Confidence and House Price Index. So 4:30, 9, and 10 a.m. Eastern Time for me. I'm just jotting that down on my notepad, and you can do the same thing, or you can set an alert. Some people like to set alerts on Outlook or an alarm or whatever, but the point is just to know when those news events are, because part of our rules is that we don't trade, or we're not in the markets when news events come out. So you just want to be aware of when those times are. So I jotted down on a notepad. I now know that when my news events are coming out, I know that I'm only looking for long trades at this point, because remember, before midnight the trend was up. So at this point I'm ready to start my day. So I'm going to move my chart forward one candle at a time, and I'm just going to simulate a trading day and kind of give you my thoughts as things happen, and hopefully it'll get you kind of thinking the same way as I do when it comes to trading this system. And that way hopefully it'll eliminate some of the questions that you'll have with the system. Okay, so remember, we're looking for long trades up to this point. Here we get a crossover. RSI's above 50. Stochastics are trending up. If I zoom up there, you can see that. And then MACD has gone from negative to positive, so this is a valid entry. Now we don't have news until 4:30, and this candle closes at 2, so we have about 2.5 hours for our trade to develop. So that's plenty of time. So you're going to want to enter at the close of this candle, or as close to it as possible. In this case, it's at 62.33. Our stop's going to be at the most recent swing low, which is at 61.91. And then our nearest 50 or 0 level is at 62.50, and that gives us about, let's see, 17 pips potential profit, which is not that much, but it is still big enough to warrant our target level at the nearest 50 or 0 level. When it starts to get under 10 pips without the spread and that sort of thing, then you want to start thinking about going for the same amount of pips that you're risking. So 17 pips, although it's not a lot, it's still enough for us to keep our target at the nearest 50 or 0 level. All right, so now we're in the trade, and we can just let it, roll. Not much else, not much thinking to go on after that, except to just watch what happens in the market. Okay, you can see that our target was hit here at 3:30. You can see that price did make a clean break. It closed at 62.56. So what you want to do is move your stop to our target at 62.50 and set your next target for the next 0 or 50 level, which in this case is 6,300. So we're locking in our first target, locking in those pips, and now we're just trying to go for more. So at this point, it's a win-win either way. So I move forward, and unfortunately, we're stopped down the next candle, which happens more often than not. But you always want to give yourself that chance to get more pips. You want to maximize your wins when you can get them. So this time we just got stopped out at our initial target, 17 pip gain. No worries there. Now just continue to move forward. There's 4:15. And then here's 4:30 candle. You could see a big impact there. So we're just moving along. Again, remember, our trend is still up at this point, even though our 4-hour candle is going haywire. But the trend is still up until the close of that 4-hour candle. And right here is where that candle closes. And now I look at my 4-hour chart and I see, okay, a new trend change candle has formed. Now the trend is down. So at this point, now I'm only looking for short trades. Because it's confirmed by the 4-hour chart. So at this point, I'm looking only for short trades. I'll just zoom up my chart a little bit so you can see it better. We get a crossover to the upside there. Now we're looking for a crossover to the downside because we are looking for short trades. But you can see the market's moving back up there, and there's 12 noon. So no trades for us after that trend change. We did have just that one trade in the beginning of the day. You can see market volume really died down after that. So that's pretty much the day. We got one trade, just one small win, but it's okay. And we'll see if this trend continues tomorrow. If it does, then we should be able to get some good trades in, some good short trades. But we'll see how it pans out. So if you have any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to post it on the blog or post it in the forums. We'll try to help you out as much as I can. I said we as in me and my friend Abid, who's been answering a bunch of questions on the blog. Thank you again for all your help. Appreciate it. And for anybody else that's giving help to others, it's really a good thing. Share what you know, because it always comes back. And you were a beginner at one point too, so I'm sure you appreciated when people helped you out. So that's it for today. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.